Hello, I'm Tim Baldwin for Weekend Edition. One of the rules of reporting is to never believe a story. That is, until you see it with your own eyes. The story we're about to show you does just that. We'll be showing you video from a northern Baltimore County forest shot in April of 1989. It's a chilling account, quite possibly the most disturbing story I've covered in all my years of reporting. That's just a short glimpse of the video we found in the woods near an old school and church in Bradshaw. But to understand the significance, we have to go back to the beginning. And like many stories, this one began long ago. It was the 1700s. The Revolutionary War was over, and farmer Edgar Hammond, his wife Mary, and their two daughters, Eleanor and Elizabeth, came to Bradshaw to farm in a forest called Sherwood. Now, Sherwood Forest was known as an Indian burial ground, but old Edgar didn't pay that any concern. He set his mind to tilling the deep, rich earth that was nourished by the old swamp in the area. Mary Hammond paid her attention to setting up the old farmhouse with her two daughters. Eleanor, the younger, was a lovely, mannered young girl, and Elizabeth, who was known as a willful, nasty creature, but one with mesmerizing eyes. It was said she could control your thoughts if she locked eyes with you. Elizabeth was an odd girl. She would disappear for hours on end and swear that she heard voices in the wind, and would babble about caves and trees that came to life. As you can expect, these stories shocked the townsfolk from Bradshaw and Kingsville. The legend is cloudy, but from what we can piece together, something happened in those woods one October that was dreadful enough to be left out of every logbook in county archives. The Bradshaw Woods, which are today owned by the Archdiocese, had quite troubled times after the Hammond family disappeared. It's said that possibly the angered spirits from the burial grounds took back the land. It's also said that during the Civil War, there were hangings for treason in these woods. Even my great-grandmother used to spin yarns about people getting sucked into graves, and how at the turn of the century, the whole sky was lit up by fires in the woods that mysteriously didn't burn any trees. It was probably those legends that led a young college student to investigate the woods with his video camera. He disappeared. After a lengthy search with police and dogs, we found this tape near an old building in those woods.
Test, test, test. Test, test. It's a wild swamp. Holy cow, look at these bars. This must have been some kind of prison or something. What was that? Whoa.
Well, there it is. A story about the supernatural and disappearances that spans the centuries, all in the tiny town of Bradshaw. Close enough for you to investigate yourself. Just don't do it at night. Reporting for Weekend Edition, I'm Tim Baldwin.